Hi everybody, I'm back with another album that I've just finished. It's a sew-in theme, and I've used binding rings, and I've done just a covered chipboard cover. I've used woodware punch, the big huge purple punch, this one, and then the blue punch, and then the 1-inch green one to make this flower. I think I've used, there is another one, another little one in there, and I've used this like a fibre, but it's really coarse and hard, and it's really textured. And the other thing was I used the Tim Holtz Sewing Room, which everybody I'm sure knows, that one, and I've used the little reel one as well further on in the album. I've put glossy accents on the stand just to make it a different texture and upraise it. This is just some binding I bought. I can't even remember where I bought this. This is a Hero Art stamp at the back that I've stamped, script one, and I've just inked it, sprayed it with some gold. On here I've just put some material, just made a little gathering in it and put a piece of ribbon over the top to make the skirt, and then attached a little bow and put a little bit of bling on there, and attached a little charm there with a little safety pin, a little sewing machine on there. Put some ribbons on the binding, a little bit of decorative. Then first page, the cover's just plain. First page, I've done a little tiny page there, just use some double-sided papers because they're thicker. I've actually embossed this with clear embossing around the edges just to give it a little bit of a sheen, which you can probably pick up a little bit on there. The image here that I've got is from the internet. I just searched vintage images and found some free images that you can print out and use. Some buttons. All the stamps in this album are from Crafty Individuals, and they're fantastic stamps. They're really, really detailed, really do come out really well. They've got lovely vintage ladies. There's just the little vintage bodice on there. I'll just stamp that on that one, and that goes in there. And then I've just made a plain page, made a pocket in there, and there's another tag plain on the back. This is a textured card. That again, the Crafty Individuals. As I say, the only one that isn't Crafty Individuals is Darkroom Door, and I'll let you know which one that is. Made some just photo mats, put an envelope, the trusty Tesco value ones in there, and yeah, put the photo mat on the top, just plain one, and put the ticket edge on it, which is, no, that's another woodware stamp, punch, not stamp. And that's a corner one. That's the ticket edge, which I've now put all over my album. Inside the envelope, I've just attached that there, just stuck it on, and inside I've just put a tag, another one of those lovely Crafty Individual stamps, and another there. I do make some really lovely ones, and that goes in there. Next page, another image that I took off the internet. Again, another one of those envelopes just popped on there. I just glued the edges, and so you've got a pocket in there which you could use to put things in, and a pocket behind which I put a tag in, and I've just inked that with different colours, popped some holes in the top and put some ribbon. And I've used some tags that I had in my stash, and that's popped in there. I've done a stamped image on there which says dressmaker. That was this Crafty Individuals as well. If you want any information on the stamps that I've used, I can look up the numbers or the titles and tell you. Another one there which is really lovely, and made a pocket there. This is a little button die which I've got. I think it's Stampin' Up one. Oh, it's just a little tiny one, and it does different sorts of buttons, so that's quite useful. On to the next page is completely plain. The papers are lovely. On this page I've made just a little belly band there to put some little long images. Again, that was the internet, just paper on the back. That's the stamped image with the dressmaker on it. A little antique scissors which I put on with a little mini safety pin. I've just punched 2 holes and then put the safety pin through the holes. Tag. On to the next page, and each page has also got an empty space at some point in there for you to put another bigger tag in, or to put some photos in. This is a dressmaker stamp again. I didn't put that on all the way, so you could pop a photograph in there underneath it. This is, I'm not sure where this came from. This was in my stash, that die cut. That's a little half page I've done. These papers are basic grey, really lovely colours. Some of my favourite colours. Again, this is Crafty Individuals. Lovely, lovely vintage ladies, really nice. Put that in, just make the half page and proper EK Success edging punch on there. On here I've just cut this out from the papers, and you can pop something underneath there, and I've glittered that just with some sparkle glitter. This one, that image and this image are the darkroom door. In fact, I said that was Crafty Individuals, but that one is darkroom door. And they've got some nice vintage ladies as well. This is a set, come in a nice tin, very nice. And this one's got the tag in. I've just done some stamped images there and some button stamps on there, and put a few proper buttons there. 3D'd this lady and cut her out. Plain page there, but I put an overlay. You need to use an ink such as StazOn that won't come off the acetate, but it just makes a nice overlay, so you can put a photograph under there, and then you've got a border. That's really effective. Another pocket in here, another tag that I've just inked the edges of. That I just put a little buckle on and put some ribbon through, put a bit of the paper on the back again. This is just plain paper. The paper's so nice you don't want to cover it up. This I've just put an overlay of parchment paper, coloured parchment, and stamped on it. That's Crafty Individuals again. That's a lovely stamp. Don't know if you're getting that, but you can see it okay. Next page, Crafty Individuals, and I've used some of those little money envelopes from Tesco's, the value ones. If you stamp them and just ink them up, they come up really nice. You can just pop them in there as a sort of thing to put bits and pieces in. There's another photo mat there. Popped a little bow there. And this I thought was lovely. This is from the internet. Again, I've got it from the internet, and I've done it on some plain parchment paper, so it looks like a pattern. So it's the sort of paper that you get with a pattern, and I've just put it on with browse onto the page. And there's this one. That's another stamped image, and I've just made a pocket in there which you can put some bits in. This is another image from the internet. You can find lots of vintage images if you just search. Just put something like vintage image or vintage sewing in, and you'll get lots of things up. Put a bit of glossy accents on the shoes and the bag, and a little pearl on the waistband. And I've put this on parchment paper and stamped an image on there. Again, that French script. And then on the back I've just popped a 6x4 piece so she can put a photo on there. Again, with just a pocket, plain photo mat in there. I absolutely love the colours of this paper. This one I've done just an acetate. I could actually do a little border around there with some stamping, but it just protects that lovely picture. And again, this is printed from the internet on some parchment paper. Lovely effect. It really did print fine, just with my inkjet. But lovely. Came out really nicely. I just put the acetate layer over the top. And I've just got a plain page underneath it if you did want to put anything on there. And the next page, another image I've got from the internet, and this is the Tim Holtz die, the cotton reel, and just put some cotton around it. This is a chipboard sewing machine, and I've glossy accented it. I've put 3 or 4 coats on that, put an extra thick embossing powder, and then put glossy accents on the top, and it's really made it stand out really proud. Another couple of those, I don't know what that is, a couple of those little money envelopes from Tesco's, but you can use any money envelopes and just stamp them and ink them. This is just a plain mat that fits inside there. I've actually stuck the image onto an envelope, the side of an envelope. When I have birthday cards and things, I always keep the old envelopes, and then I use them and just stick images on if they're written on. Just use the corner, and then it gives you a pocket. So it's still got the back of the envelope in there, a piece of it anyway. It's not, you don't use the whole thing, but just cut it out. So you cut it round. Then the next one is another half a page, and I've put a little tag on there, put a safety pin. Again, just put a couple of holes in there, put safety pin to hold that little tag which says dressmaker on it. And that goes in there, the little money envelope goes on top. Plain on the back of the half page there. And then this one, I just put another reel there, another darkroom door lady there, crafty individuals on this one, and another crafty individuals. And just plain page, and lovely paper on the outside. And I can't honestly remember which paper this was. This was in my stash, and sorry, but I can't remember what it was, because it was sort of half, a little bit cut off it, and I don't know, the name wasn't on it, so I can't tell you what that was. But any questions, anything you'd like to know, visit me at my blog at paperpathway.blogspot.com and have a look at all the videos I've done previously for some tutorials, etc. And I'll be popping up some more tutorials soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.